kind of responsibilities, communication protocols. We'll go over like deadlines for the next Majalis, what options there are for the events, whether you have to do it, whether you don't. And obviously, please help yourself to pizza. It's still warm. And Azil Onsek is going to talk about Joint Student Majalis, as that may have come up because that was a pretty hype event in the past. Do you want to talk about the presentations first?
Sure.
Yeah. Okay. Sounds good. So Onsek will kind of go over expectations from you guys, expectations that you guys can expect from us, and how we can help each other.
Okay, so similar to what Chairman mentioned before, so really our role on ITHR is really to help facilitate the events, the majalises, and everything else that you guys kind of want to do. We're not here to like plan every little bit and then it's taken away from you guys. It's your Majlis, it's your event, and so there were some introductions at the beginning, and so just to quickly go around, I believe every Khani is represented either here or virtually, which is fantastic. What we're trying to do, the last couple months, there were some speed bumps and, we acknowledge that. And so we want to make sure everyone's here together at the table. And we're hoping to actually make this a monthly cadence where your guys' Majlis is the first Friday or Saturday of every month. That's for the rest of this year as well as the rest of next year. So a flip-flop from either Friday and Saturday, rotating. What we'd like for you to do is to commit to the Sunday after your Majlis, so the first Sunday, to meet together as a team, to debrief on what went well, where are some things that we can improve upon, where you guys might need some more support, and then talk about the next Majlis and the next month. That will give you guys about a 3 to 4 week window to be able to hit all the deadlines that we need to hit as well. So the communication deadlines, are 3 to 4 weeks out. The AV requests are a few weeks out. Putting in the bookings for the calendar, for access to the social hall and stuff, that all has to get put in. Those rules aren't our rules. The same rules that you guys have to follow, I also have to follow for BUI, for every other program that we do. It's just across the board. That's what's kind of been put together to make sure that any event that we do have is put on the calendar, other boards and portfolios can see it, and then if they wish to participate, they know that, okay, the student MPs every month or every other month will have an event, and so if AKYSB wants to come to the table and say, hey, can we collaborate with you on this, or can the education board come in, or the BUI teams, which they did your last Majlis, to put in together like an episodic programming. One of the things that kind of came up at the end of term meetings. So that's essentially the meetings that the national leadership have with Hazir Imam. One of the things that he mentioned at those meetings is that leisure time for youth is at a premium. And we all know that. You guys have, you guys are student MPs, you guys have to put on pot, you guys have to go to school, you guys may have extracurriculars, some of you might be applying for university, and there's a host of other things that you guys do in addition to this role. And so Hazir Imam's aware of it, and as such, he wants to make sure that everything that gets put forward for the Jamaat, it's collaborative. And so we're here to help you put together programming for the youth and create that sense of community. Not to say that you have to do this. As Chairman mentioned, this was done, pre-COVID. It brought the Jamaat together. We saw during COVID that, a lot of the Jamaat didn't come back to Khani. And that's because they signed up for other things. Their Friday evenings, their Saturday afternoons, their Saturday evenings have different priorities. Which is why if you take a look at even BUI, we offer multiple streams online and in person, starting on Thursdays, on Saturdays, a host of times, to make sure that they're able to take on religious education. And so we've had to change ourselves. It's not, when I was growing up, I'll date myself here, we had BUI on Saturdays. And if you didn't make it on Saturdays, then that was your only opportunity. But the fact that you have it on multiple days, we're changing with the demographics of the Jamaat. So that's the one thing. The second thing is, do you guys understand your role as student MPs, like why you guys were appointed? Like what is the purpose of you guys being appointed? Has anyone talked to you about that? There might have been some meetings in the beginning, but if not, I want to clarify the role of the student MKs is really to train you guys to become leaders by presiding over Tariqa practices. So it's not a social aspect. It's not holding these elaborate events or joint student majalises, but your purpose is to really become leaders of the Jamaat and preside over Tariqa practices. And so this is like a training ground, if you want to call it that, where you'll learn different skills and different responsibilities in the hopes that any one of you guys today will then sit where like Mahek and Akil are sitting, and then one day maybe you'll sit where I'm sitting, and then Chairman's sitting. We want to give you the skills and the tool belt that you're able to develop yourself, not just within the secular side of things on school and stuff, but you're able to learn more about the Tariqa, more about why we do things in Kane. Why are we holding majalises? Why do we have Dua Qarabi? Why do we sing Ginans and Firmans and the ones that we get chosen? So these types of questions, we want you to be able to answer because you guys are seen as leaders. Chairman mentioned it, whether that's, BUI primary kids, students in our Jamaat, the, junior Ismaili volunteers, they all look up to you. You guys are the ones sitting behind the pot. You guys have been given the Amr and the responsibility for 12 months to be able to officiate Jamaat Khana, which is huge. Like it's a massive responsibility. We recognize that. And that 12 months, I kid you not, will go by in a flash. And so we want you to make sure that you guys make the most of it. Whatever goals and whatever you guys want to do and accomplish, like this is your time to be able to do that. On the joint students Majlis. So we had conversations nationally across the country. We sought actually advice from the Department of Jamaat Institutions, which is in Eglimo. So they work hand in hand with the LIF and with Hazir Imam. And so we asked this question about, it was prevalent before COVID, and then last year it kind of got stopped. So we went back to seek advice of, are we able to hold Jamaati joint student majlises, or is there something that may prevent us to do so? So we got going, and we know that it's usually held every Kushali. We discovered that it's actually not held in every region. It's actually specific to Canada. So if you went to the US, if you went to Europe, anywhere else, the UK, this concept of a joint students majlis didn't exist. We learned that we obviously brings the youth together. It helps you guys work collaboratively. Obviously it involves a little bit of challenges, whether that's having the volunteers on site to help organize and run Jamaat Khana. It also involves some sort of social aspect to get that community factor, as well as if you look at it on the flip side, the Jamaat Khanas that don't have the students majlis, they'll miss out on Gafat, they'll miss out on that opportunity to partake in students majlis as well. So what we discovered and what we were essentially advised is the role that you guys have been appointed for to officiate is specific to that Jamaat Khana. And so, for example, the South team was appointed to officiate at South. The West Winds headquarters team were officiating at their own respective times. And so to have a joint students majlis, it would mean that if we chose, for example, headquarters, and not to pick on you guys, I just see you guys. If you guys held it at headquarters, that means you guys would officiate. However, the rest of the 4 Jamaat Khanas, you guys would just be sitting amongst the Jamaat. So you guys would miss out on actually one of your majlises. Because technically we were in violation of the Constitution, which says that student MKs can only preside over their majlis at their respective Khana. And so collectively, nationally, we decided, to take away a majlis from any of the other Khanas would be unfair. You guys only have 12 majlises regardless. And so it was decided across the country that we wouldn't be holding a joint students majlis in that kind of format. But that doesn't mean that we won't have an ability to have a joint event. And so whether you guys want to hold a joint Kushali event, in the afternoon after majlis, you're more than happy to do so, and we can help you plan and facilitate that. But nationally, it was decided that we don't want to be in violation of the Constitution, because that's obviously not a great thing. And then 2, to take away a majlis from you guys is not something we want to do. And If we wanted to have 5 joint students Melissa's where all of you guys get an opportunity, I think that's kind of overkill considering the resources that need to be required to have that in every time. And mind you, you guys would be 1 short, so at the end of the day, you'd still miss out on that mud list regardless. And so any questions about that in particular? Anybody online?
Anybody online?
No.
No.
No thanks.
Okay, that's essentially all I really had to kind of update you guys on. Essentially, again, what Chairman said, the purpose of this meeting is really to do a reset. Akil and Mehet will kind of go over responsibilities and what the expectations are and what you guys can expect from us. We want this to be collaborative. We want this to be, a great year for all of you guys to be able to, remember this when you guys are all done. And so if there's anything that you guys have a wish list on, anything you guys want to do, please let us know, and if we're able to do it, we'll make it happen for you guys. We're not here to say no, but we have, a sandbox that we need to play in, which is with the rules and regulations based on all of the other council and board. And so we just need to kind of be cognizant of that. Good. Yeah,
Okay. Thank you so much.
Pizza, anyone?
Yeah.
I still don't see 2 bucks. You guys want Coke? Anybody want Coke? Damn.
Can you pass me a piece, please?
That's a tough job.
Okay, sick. So since we've kind of covered the serious topics, there's just I guess. Okay, so what are you expecting from ICRUB after kind of like what Azal has gone over? Because I think this was needed, like going over the role that you guys are supposed to have. Really, Akil and I are here as advisors, as helpers. So really, it's your event, it's your Jamaat Khana. So what are you expecting from us? What do you need from us for events-wise? Yes.
I think it's really important that we get communication earlier so that we don't have to be scrambling last minute to put something together.
Right, so 100% agree, but going forward, it's your event, right? So whether that be you want to have an event or you don't want to have an event. So really, if you do want announcements sent out, just let us know, right? Yeah.
It's not really the announcements so much as like actual information about what the event is going to be.
Right.
Because for the past couple of months, we've gotten very, very last minute notice, and then we've had to put something together.
Right.
Like in October, it was within 24 hours.
Yeah.
And then with this one, I don't think we ended up getting the final trivia copy until the day of the Majlis, which is really, really stressful, and it puts a lot of pressure on us.
Mm-hmm.
So having a few weeks to outline details and things that we need to do to prepare for these events would be a lot more helpful.
Yeah, and 100% agree. So therefore, going forward, it's your event. So any communication that we receive is going to be your communication that you give us, right? So I guess how do you guys want to do like planning the events? So if you want to have an event, how do you guys want to kind of go about it? Will you let Akil and us know, or should we reach out at that 1 month deadline when we need the booking done?
Or do you guys want to we take some time today and we streamline the remaining 6 months? So we can have a consensus today. Because I know there's a lot of discrepancies between all khanes and the resources. So we can take some time at the end and we can streamline the last 8 months. So at least then, let's just say January, we do origami, February, we do Ras, whatever. But at least then everyone has a tentative idea of what the event is. Unless you guys just want to play the month to month.
By month, or because next year all the madrasas are either Friday or Saturday. So one option was that Friday we just don't do anything because next day is BY, and that Saturday you guys can help with a BY instead of having an event. So raise that awareness. And then Saturday would be the actual event. That's an option. Yeah.
I think that it's good to set up a tentative plan earlier than later. That way, at least we have a bit of an idea and we don't need to worry about playing it by ear.
Yeah.
And then I think also that's what we talked to our Chavis, and that's what they recommended that we get from you guys as well.
Yeah, that works with us. If that works with other counties as well. Anyone online? Are you guys down for that as well?
Yeah, that works.
Is that a hand up question or for a vote? Question?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right. I'm from Winnipeg County again. Just with our county, it's a little bit different. If we are planning an event, kind of like November 15th for the December Majlis would be a good time to plan. If we don't want to plan 6 months ahead because things change. And maybe for Coachella, you want to have Ross or something like that. So planning 2 weeks before is usually, or just thinking about it, is usually how it goes. And having events on Fridays for us because we have a very small student population per se. So we just do it for the whole Zermatt because we have a tiny Zermatt. It works well, but planning kind of right after like November Majlis or December Majlis is what usually works for us. So that because Fridays are mostly when our Jamaati events happen. In general for the whole Zermatt. So planning like a student-based event on one of those Fridays and seeing how it falls, because if we're having Ross on, let's say our student Majlis in December, and the Friday after, like December 9th is when they're also having Ross, then it just kind of gets redundant to do Ross at our end. So we just kind of plan a collective event with our Maki Sahibs and Kama Sahibs at the Zermatt, usually.
That works for you guys.
So that's like usually the best timeline for Winnipeg to plan. I don't know if that would work for you guys too, if you want to lay out a tentative plan, but actually like start planning it right after your student Majlis. And that usually just works great because then and your Jamaat's looking forward to it.
So this is kind of the community deadline. I know November. It's just an example of how we do that. A month before the Majalis, and obviously we're not going to make the November 2nd because this. So I think today's goal should be kind of next event. Can we just get a round table? Do we want to do an event for the next Majalis? It's December. Yes? Mm-hmm. Yes? Online? Yes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
If we do want to do an event this Majalis, I will definitely submit the booking, and I can show you guys what the booking form looks like if someone wants to take that on, and that way we can also give you guys an opportunity to kind of learn the ins and outs of ITRA and how to hold events. Again, that professional development as well.
Someone has a question. Rita, you have a question?
No,
okay. Oh, okay.
Okay, yeah. So I guess what event are we thinking for this Majalis? It is the Kishali Majalis, so something hype or kind of related to the Tariqa.
Tasbih making.
Yeah, could be tasbih making. Anything, like whatever you guys feel your Jamaat is benefiting from. Yeah.
You're saying that we need to plan an event that relates to Tariqa. Can you like outline the parameters for the types of event that we're supposed to have?
Yeah, honestly, I am also learning with you. I come mainly from IBC side within leadership. So really, there's not too many deadlines that we have to make like this. It's really we go with an event and we host it in Makani. But with this, there's quite a few more parameters, as you said. It's touch and go, but it doesn't matter how big or small it is. It does need to relate to somewhat Tariqa. So Tariqa could be anything to do with like our history, the traditions that we do in our Khani, the Majalises. And an example of the event that we did like a while back, this was like, I think a really long time ago, but it was Jamaat Khana 101. So after Majalis, we used to have like 15 minutes of a chill always, I guess, that would kind of relate to our youth, and they would do like a Jamaat Khana 101. So like, why do we do Block Ravi? And just a little tidbit like that. So that is anything related to it. As Chairman and Onsek mentioned, your main goal is to attend your Majalises, and and ensure that you are residing within the 30 rep. So anything that kind of promotes that within youth and students in Jamaica would be good. So again, we can brainstorm. I can take ideas back if we're not sure, and then I can take it.
I heard that there might be something with JV this time, but I'm not exactly sure because they were like, we don't know confirmed yet.
Like something to do with IFJOB and JV?
Yeah, so like
Okay.
they might, you know how they normally do a JV graduation each year?
Yeah.
So I heard something along the lines that might happen on the same day as our majlis.
That'd be cool.
Although I haven't heard like confirmed yet, she just
Okay.
said it might be something that might come up.
I like that, yeah. Would that would be something cool to partner on? Is that something you guys would be interested in? Like, so the JV graduation, is that the one that happens like with all counties at HQ? Isn't that the
I
one?
don't think that's ever happened.
Does that not happen anymore?
It's been a
What
while
happens?
since it like last happened, so
Like when you get the tie,
yeah.
right? Does that happen separately at counties now?
It's just one Connie.
Okay.
Yeah, it happened separately.
So sad. Well, I mean, it's a cool partnership. If it's happening on the same day, I can definitely check. I think we had a question.
Oh, Fizza. And yeah, Fizza first.
Yeah, so during the morning youth attendance program, I know we did like geometrical painting and like calligraphy. And I know like lots of people, especially like the older kids, like around grade 6 to 8 or like around that age, they also really liked that idea. And people were asking if we're gonna do stuff like that again because I know lots of people enjoyed that. So I think that's also like an option for us to do after our majlis, but also like related to the junior volunteer like activities, like the older kids will teach the younger kids specific duties like gut pot. Because I remember when I was younger, we did an activity like this, and it was really helpful because then we understood the meaning behind each volunteer job and like why we do that in Kane and stuff like that.
Would that be something that you guys could discuss? Yes.
I feel like it could, but at least at South Kane, our audience is a lot younger. Like our kids are like 5 to 10, and like it's a lot harder to host those activities with younger kids, which is why it's like I feel like it'll be not the easiest thing to find a consensus about some of these events because each Jamaat has to cater to their own individual budgets and audiences.
Yeah, that's totally fair.
And I think with that one, it might be tough because since I know with morning Kane, the Jamaat is smaller, while, you know, when we're doing it on a Friday or Saturday, there will be a lot of like adults or like seniors that want to concentrate. Like from the news I heard, like I know there were a little bit problems at HQ with the snacks, with some of the adults wanting it.
Yeah, that's happened.
So, so like, I know it happens every time, but I feel like when it comes to the painting, we can't really say no. And then the supply issue would also be very hard to figure out how much supply we need. Like just for the HQ thing, for more context, it's like, I know we got a selected amount of chips and ice cream for the kids, but HQ, a lot of the parents who were just chilling, they wanted chips and stuff. So there was a lot of like politics that occurred, that who should give chips, and then especially with, you know, some IVCs, you know, they'll give it to their parents, but they don't give it to other people. So that was already hard to manage, let's just say, on the snack side.
Okay, well, again, is this something that, like, so are we saying south, like, is that something that would be feasible, or
Probably not.
so, what about other kinds? No?
We also have a younger like audience.
Yeah. And you're, like, IVC age starts at 6 though, right? So, I mean, are there, like, volunteers that help train, or do you think, like, because, I mean, it'd be in partnership with the JV team, right? It'd be in partnership with your JV leaders, your JV team leads. Yep.
And I think Maya still has.
Oh yeah, my word.
This is just like another idea for a potential event, but I know Youth Club has talked to, at least like for Northwest County, they've like talked to us. But they were interested in potentially partnering up with us or in like all students for doing an event. I think they had some really good ideas. So is that something that we could potentially do like in the future, is partner up with Youth Club?
Yeah, that's awesome. Good idea. Maya, do you know anyone in Youth Club?
Oh, you get
I'm not raising my hand. I know
Perfect.
someone,
Okay,
not
cool.
myself.
Okay, perfect. So we do have a Youth Club representative, so this will be.
And I can see.
Okay, perfect. So the whole Trinity, great.
But you guys were suggesting to do a talent show, right? Something like that? That's what I heard?
That
No?
is something that came from national. If
thought
that's something that
Color told me
students
that.
want to like facilitate.
That could be an idea too.
That's a longer.
December
project.
talent show?
December is too early for that planning. No.
No.
Take that on.
Um,
No one wants to do that. No.
From like past experiences,
Especially
rather
at West
prefer not to have.
A talent show?
Yeah.
We would
No?
probably have to do like auditions.
Auditions?
Here. Yeah.
Oh, at Westlands? Yeah.
Do auditions.
I think last talent shows, like when they do auditions, they just kind of want to like.
Yeah, but like from what happened the
Yeah.
last talent show, we would have to like go through and do auditions, especially here.
Oh,
Of
shit.
Some performances.
Yeah.
we
That's
were
tough.
able to shoot.
That makes sense. That's fair.
Rita, question?
No, it was just another idea of a possible event that we could do that we were talking about earlier with the McCarran for Winnipeg as well. We were thinking that we could do like cookie decorating as like a Jamati event where it would be like very students focused. It would allow like the little kids to participate as well, and then it would tie in with like the whole theme of Salguera and all. And then we could do like the Fesby making thing that you guys were suggesting earlier as well in January as like a renewal of like just like a reminder that where you set your own little goal that okay, I'm gonna say more Fesby or something in the new year as like a New Year's resolution of sorts.
Good idea.
So I have an idea. So like, what if we like establish a topic that we would do all our events on, but everyone caters to their Jamaat instead of doing the same thing everywhere, but it's relevant to the topic, so it's
That
similar.
would be so nice. The whole
Yeah, that's
thing-
absolutely a great idea.
Like we definitely did suggest that because I know like a different age group, different resources. It's just they want something that's aligned everywhere. So they want it the same everywhere. So whether that be like, that's why they want to keep it super simple. You know? Yeah.
So why do they want it to be the same everywhere? Because if it's like discrepancy as to like the size and the amount of money that each kind of can afford, because
Yeah.
like someone like if we were to put pizza at South County, it would cost HQ a lot more money because they have a million more people to
Exactly.
cater to.
But then how would I feel as that HQ?
I agree,
You know?
but that's why I was suggesting that why don't we have like a proportionate budget or a proportionate amount of resources that we supply to each county so that maybe HQ has more than what South has, but we can still work under like our own individual parameters, so then that way we can cater to our own Jamaat's needs and then also have like a proportionate and like equal distribution of resources kind of things.
I can definitely ask. Yes, that
Maya, question?
I was just gonna say, Khalil Mulji had an idea to do like a paint night. He had kind of like an idea that we could do like it could be like I don't know, like geometric designs or whatever if you want to like relate it back to like the Ithreb like Tariqa. But I think that could be a really good idea for future Majlises.
is there one that kind of stands out for you guys?
So
This
just
next Majlis?
just a suggestion though.
Just can we just get one consensus so we can?
Oh,
move
sure.
on?
Well, just to clear
Is there
things.
one thing that stands out to anyone right now? Kate night would be nice and easy. I agree. No, not for HQ. That's fair.
Not for South, I think.
Not for South either. Okay.
Can I add something? Quick. If this geometric design is complicated, right? We can do like a twist on it. So we can have like, instead of painting, we can do like pencil crayons and crayons to avoid the mess. And then, for example, HQ, if they have a older Jamaat, they can do the geometric designs, while South, if you're 6 to 10, we can change the templates we give to the younger kids, and we can cater doing like a drawing night. So, and then if they are, let's just say some old people, right? These grade 11, 10s that do come in, we'll have geometric templates that you can, like 2 different templates we can do. We can cater to the young Jamaat and the older Jamaat. We'll have the older Jamaat will have the geometric designs, while the younger ones will do like a drawing night, and we can have like templates of like, you know, different words in Arabic, or like have a blue jay with the Arabic thing inside or something, and they do like a coloring thing. No, it's just a suggestion, you know?
We can do Kushali cards.
Or Kushali cards or something like that.
We can do any like design kind of
Yeah.
thing you really want to do.
And then I know that, because I feel like paint night won't go through because a lot of cantons have carpet, so and kids will get messy, and then we'll have to provide the water and everything. And I feel like the budget will be it will be cheaper if we go pencil crayons and crayons. So that's a design. If we're consensusing paint night, it'll be easier to do both age groups. You can have complicated designs and younger.
I like the idea of the Kushali cards.
Kushali cards, yeah.
That'll give like the kids a bit more ability to be creative with their own ideas.
Yeah, and they will love that idea.
Yeah, Fizza?
Yeah, I agree with that as well. Sorry.
Yeah, solid.
Perfect, thank you. Okay, so everyone's going.
Yeah, that sounds more doable.
Doable? Okay.
Yeah. And when we did it in the morning with the youth attendance, we used markers instead of paint because, yeah, I don't think paint will ever work.
Oh, no.
Has everyone agreed online as well? Good.
So is that the consensus? Kushali cards? Kushali card drawing card thing.
Yes.
Yeah? Okay. Is everyone's good here? Yeah, Kushali cards. And you want to add a touch, like if, let's just say we do Kushali cards, right? Then maybe we can add like a perspective. They can give it to the seniors after. That's an option, right? Unless they just take it home and do whatever, but we can add a touch that they do the Kushali cards. And then if there are some seniors around, you guys can go with the students and then, just facilitate them and be like, oh, Gulshan here, or like, I'm just putting into perspective. You guys the kids can give it to the different seniors. So at least we can incorporate, they're also joining in with the other Jamaat and we're building a bond. Follow
I just want to open it up. What do you guys think? What do you guys want to do with the Kushali card process? So, materials, resources, in the aftermath of like giving it to seniors. Really, we want to really hear from you so we can help you plan. So,
pencil crayons would like be what we would need.
Okay, perfect. Pencil crayons.
Maybe crayons for younger kids.
I would suggest let's refrain. I don't know if you guys are. This is just a suggestion, okay? Up to you guys, but I think we should refrain from markers in case some kids get hyper and they start drawing on each other. Depending on what your guys' Jamaat is.
So again, we won't do So again, like we are gonna have, it's gonna be in association with other teams as well. So hopefully we'll have that support. But again, going forward, what do you guys want to do? So we have pencil crayons, and paper. Okay, do we think that we'll need additional resources with each Khane, or do you think each Khane would have that?
I feel like cardstock might work better than paper.
Cardstock, okay. And what resources do you guys have to get cardstock? Like, because again, like as Iqra, we can't do ticketed events, obviously, and we don't really have a budget to do events. Really, it's an association and any ummidwars that come up. So yeah, it kind of sucks that we don't have a budget, but yeah, I have the resources.
So we provide the resources?
No, obviously, this is not, I did not mean that it comes out of your pocket. It's more in association with Jamaati MKs. Again, this is what the mandate that we get from national. This is not something that I have decided, but either ummidwars or you work together with the Jamaati.
Do we use like the BUI resources?
Again, if it's in association with BY, I'm sure that they would love that, and we could do another round with BY. That'd be awesome. as many teams involved as possible, which is awesome. So yeah, if we can get that going and you have a resource, we can get some numbers. Yeah, that'd be great. I can also connect with our ICRA DUI person to see if they're interested in doing the event with us. Yeah. But I will definitely, tonight, we will book the AV form and the form. We do need someone to help, with posters. If you guys want to do posters, if you guys want to do announcements, again, reach out to Akil and I.
Someone has a question. Amira? Question?
No, I just wanted to add to like you were saying, like after like giving it to seniors, like more focused with like kind of like Regina Jamaat. Whenever there's like a BUI event, before like the kids take anything home, we sometimes put it up on like the BUI walls or like by the entrance. So like whenever someone walks into Kane, they see it and like, you know, they see how like the BUI is getting involved. So I was just saying that's something also we could do. It's like, you know, when kids see their work up, they feel like, you know, like, yeah, mine's like that good. They put it up on the wall kind of. But then that's also doable because we have like a smaller Jamaat. So
that's a good point. Thank you, Amira. We will definitely keep that in mind when planning for the AV and booking the festivals. We do have President Saiba here. So we just have a bunch just joining online. We also have Winnipeg and Regina.
Amazing, amazing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Yalimatat everyone. Yalimatat everyone.
President Saiba is right here as well.
How are you? How was the pizza? It's good. It's good. Thanks for entertaining, having me here for a couple minutes. I appreciate that. You guys have been doing amazing. I hope things are going well in your term. How are things going?
Alina, sorry, President Saiba's just here. How are things going with the term, guys?
It's going good. Yeah.
We're just planning our December Majalas,
nice.
Which will hopefully we want to get some more boards involved. We were talking about BY. We're also going to reach out to Youth Club, hopefully, to get some more collaboration going.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So, you know, you guys are our pillars in terms of our future Jamaat, right? And so a couple of things that are coming up on our end from the council. We had our FSM, the National Council meeting a couple weeks ago, and President Amir's message was very clear that in this term coming up, we really want to engage the youth. As you already know the landscape, there's a high number of, we're no different in Canada than we are in our own Jamaat when it comes to mental health. You know, we've got lots of youth that are going through school with, perhaps challenges or perhaps, not having the supports that they need. But, you guys are our leaders in the Jamaat Khana. And so if there is opportunities to engage with, our youth in a fun way, but also in a way where we're, being able to connect with those that might be not engaged, maybe feeling isolated, there's maybe going through some hardship in terms of transition anywhere between grade 9 and grade 10, 11 and 12. There's younger youth that are transitioning as well. So, that pulse is really important, and just letting us know and let us work together with you, with our health board, with the social welfare board, to provide the supports that you need, but you are our front line, right? If anything, it's important to engage with the fellow youth. If they're not coming to Kane, how do we get them into Kane? How are they doing in terms of just wellness, if there's anything that we can do to support them. We see that, there are some youth that are thriving, that are doing amazing, like yourselves, but then there are our new brothers and sisters that are migrating, that may be here or may have been here for a few years and are still struggling, either with English transitioning to learn English, or just really hard in school because they've been behind. So, keep them in mind, think about what supports that they might need, and then reach out to our team. You can personally reach out to me as well to see what type of supports you guys require to be able to support those Murids. But you will be the leaders, and you will be the first that will come into contact with that. So, let's work together and see how we can support and to be able to align with what Hazrat Imam's vision is. He's smiling at all of you. He's so proud of you in your positions. And so, take full advantage of it. It's already 4 months gone. It will go fast. So it will go by so quickly. And so, before you know it, it'll be July and it'll be switching. So take the time to enjoy it. Take the time to get to know your Jamaat. And then, we're always here to support you in any way that you need. All right? Is there anything else you want me to say?
I think that's good.
Okay.
Thank you. That's a good precedence for all of us.
Excellent. Yali Madad. And thanks for those that are joining in district as well. Nice to meet you and your little MMs and FNs and all of the. Excellent.
Thank
See
you
you
so much.
guys.
Thank you, President.
Yali Madad.
So since we're confirmed on the Kushali cards, Kushali cards, I will try to see if I have a cardstock person, but also please reach out to your MKs. Whatever, I guess I'll also send like a chart of how the communication works here. When I asked for clarification, because I was also confused, maybe it wasn't like already understood, but I did ask National and I asked Chairman and OMSEC. The way it works is you come up with the event, you take it to your MKs. Once you guys have decided this is what you want to do, you come to ITRA. We help you with deadlines to make like the bookings. If you want your announcements in LFR, if you would like your poster posted on social media, if you would like AB's help, we can help with that. If you would like us to reach out to IBC, we can also help you with that. But ideally, on the ground, you are facilitating these. Me and Akil are here to help you on the back end. Again, booking forms, everything, we got you, but really, it's your event. So for this event, am I good to understand that you guys will communicate this year, Jamaati MPs?
Are we able to put our events in the Jamaati announcements, or is
Yes.
that restricted?
Yes, no. Again, as soon as it's confirmed, let me or Akil know. We got you for the announcements. There is a process, so it's annoying. It needs to be 3 weeks before the day you want to post it. So now, yeah. So again, since it's confirmed, I will send the booking in. I just need help with posters if you guys do want to do marketing, and then I'll send those in, obviously, or any other communications you want to do. Yeah.
So how would that work if we're talking to Jamaatis, we come up with an event and then we submit it to you, but there's like 4 or 5 other Khanis that have their own ideas. So how would we make sure that that event is consistent with all the other Jamaatis?
Are we supposed to collaborate together
Yeah.
and go to our separate MKs?
Yeah, essentially. So really, it's you guys coming up with the event together as a team. It's a whole group project, so it depends on how you guys are in school. That's usually how it translates over, which is fine. That's how every group project works. Some people will take on more of the load than others, which is okay, as long as we are being accountable and communicating. And again, it's a learning for Akil and I as well. We do need to communicate a little bit more. Times have changed a little bit. This was a pretty normal thing that I thought would help, but it isn't normal anymore. But again, we want to support you as much as we can. So yeah, again, you guys will communicate with your Jamaati MKs. Yes? And Kushali cards, that's confirmed. Yeah? Online, everyone's good with that?
Yep.
Yes? Cool. So then the next deadline will be that AD request. With the cardstock or with Kushali cards, do you guys want music with that? You give ID, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, sick. So with music, we'll need a support, speakers, maybe a microphone. Do you guys want a microphone too? Yeah. Maybe a projector. Do you guys? Should I just put in a projector just in case, or?
Yeah. Otherwise, I'll do
Sorry. Yeah, we could. I mean, honestly, projector is something that's at every Kanye, so use the resource. They'll be there anyways.
You can have like a Dadar movie playing in the back.
Yeah, Ginan's going in the background. Yeah.
Also for music and stuff like that, what's kind of like
No swears.
Like, I think personality cards is good. So play music that you think is appropriate. I will leave that up to you guys at discretion. From ITRA, play Gnas, play Geese. But again, up to your discretion.
Okay. Yeah. Sounds good.
Next slide. Okay, so we did that.
For the streamline.
Yeah, oh yeah, so do we want to have a mudless every time? So again, there's that Friday, Saturday thing.
Do you want to have a monthly?
Oh, no, we'll definitely have a mudless every time, just an event. So do we want to have an event? So next Majalis, you guys have on the 5th. January 5th is your next Majalis. So that's a Friday. Do we want to have an event that Friday?
Are there like calendars available already for next year?
We will be sharing these out soon, yeah.
Because in Westwood is like, for having an event on Friday, it's gonna be like kind of tough because we have like.
That's what I'm saying, right?
Because we have to
Yeah.
somehow split the social hall up, and this
Yeah.
this like BY event, I'm like alright because like not that many people just like left immediately.
Yeah,
All the kids stayed,
right, yeah.
but that also just like the snacks we had left over. We had like 240 popsicles left over.
Shit.
And like 5 boxes of chips left over still.
We still have 6 boxes.
I mean, if you guys want some
Return
popsicle,
them, please, so we can get more money back. Really? Okay, well, can I? Let's chat.
We
Let's
had the
chat.
opposite
Okay,
issue.
Really?
Well, with the popsicles,
See,
yeah.
that's weird. BY gave me 200 for you guys, which was so weird. I was so confused about that.
Because
So that makes sense.
I mean, if you guys want some chips for popsicles,
I can return them, please.
yeah.
Okay, yeah. So, do we still want to run Mudlesses on Fridays? Yeah.
Events.
Or yeah, oh my god, events on Fridays. Okay, and again, they don't need to be long. They can be like 10-15 minutes, a little something. And again, you don't have to have like something with materials. It can be something just word. Yeah.
Yeah, we kind of like that all-wise kind of 101
Yeah,
thing
we
because
want
people
to-
don't, because people don't have to like leave.
Yeah,
for
that was my favorite program.
Yeah, I think that would be something good for Friday.
And then who do you, I mean, we could probably like partner with Edboard and BUI to get you guys those resources because that shouldn't come on you. Cool, I will take that back and maybe we can like make that into a segment, you know, like 15 minutes.
We were also for like West Point, since our youth is like split up like young and a little bit older.
Mhm.
Because like our youth doesn't really, the older youth doesn't really want to like engage in like drawing or something like that.
Yeah.
So because I remember here when I was like growing up, we had like a big soccer thing.
Mhm.
We usually play soccer outside and try to avoid hitting cars.
Mhm.
But like, we wonder if we could also hold that.
Mhm. That's something you can do
Yeah.
on your own after the Majalis.
Okay.
That wouldn't be something ITRUB does. Do that on your own. I can't really market it as something like that.
Yeah.
Make it like I know at Northwest, we used to do like basketball and soccer games, like because we had a basketball court
Yeah.
across the street. So we just like run it every Saturday. It would be understood that like every Saturday we're all going and playing. So
Okay.
maybe you can run that in your Kane as presidents. Every student Majalis, we're gonna go out and play soccer.
Right.
Yeah, so something you guys can definitely do. And his would be down for that too, I think. Bring it forward, but I think,
Question.
yeah.
Amira, you can go first.
Are you guys trying to keep like the event dates uniform for all Kanes, or is it just like Calgary is doing like Fridays and Saturdays, and then district is doing just Saturdays, or is it uniform?
So the Majalis days will all be uniform, but event days, obviously with district, I know you guys have limited space, so that just depends on what date you're able to facilitate. And obviously we'll help you out with the event. You could just replicate it another day, whatever works best.
Okay, because if you guys want to keep it uniform, then I don't think, at least for Regina, that we can do much on Fridays, like not even like for 10 minutes, because people usually are out of the door before not the end. So.
Yeah, that's true. No, all good. Whenever you guys can hold them. But yay, okay, so we have our next
Another
event.
question.
Yay.
Maya?
I was just gonna say, I think it's harder to do events on Fridays just because of BY, and then a lot of our volunteers teach BY in the morning as well. So they have to get up early to go teach. So, and also like a lot of parents have expressed in the past that they don't like keeping their kids late. So by the time like Nandi ends and then, you get everything together and set up, it might just be a little bit more difficult to do an event on a Friday.
So again, consensus, whatever you guys decide. Discuss that amongst your group, and again, take it down with your MKs. If you guys are, as a collective team, down to only have events on Fridays or Saturdays and not on Fridays, then that's what we'll go forward with. Again, wherever you need our support, let us know. But take it back to your Jamaat MKs and let us know, and we'll check back with you on the chat.
Like, and if you want to do, like, let's just say an event, I know we're holding you guys back, but if you guys want to do an event on Friday, and you guys don't want to do any materials or anything, you guys can just do like a Zumba night or something like that. So then at least you guys are catering to the kids, but then you guys don't have that problem of segregating the social hall or anything. So like, you guys can host it, or you guys find someone else to host it, and it's free. So you don't have to worry about the budget.
Unfortunately, I can't market it, but your Jamaat MKs will put the announcements in. It just needs to be secular. Any of your feedback before you guys head out? I know, again, it's been a couple of bumpy months, but hopefully this helped kind of get everyone on the same page. And deadlines, again, we will send as much communication as we can. Please let us know if there are any concerns. Give us a text, call us. Yeah, any feedback? Yeah.
Can I say one more thing about the communication on the group chat?
Yes.
I also think that it's really important that like everybody feels comfortable talking on those big group chats and approaching you with some of our questions and concerns.
Yeah.
Because I feel like some of us have not been able to feel that comfort just because like the questions that we've asked regarding logistics of previous events have been answered in ways that make us feel like we're diminished.
Okay.
So it would be really nice to like have a little bit more like support and make it a more positive environment on some of the group chats that we are able to approach you with some of our questions and concerns.
Of course. Yeah, no, I definitely agree. And apologies on our end as well if we haven't made it feel like that. Again, this is a fresh start. We've seen each other. Hopefully you guys know my face, you know Akil's face. And we can get accounted now. Like if I come to Kanye, please say hi to me. If I come, like I'll come say hi. So yeah, it'll be good. Good start. We will definitely communicate more and in a way that you guys feel more comfortable. Cool. But again, please let your Jamaat MKs know that's priority number one. Please get them knowing what's going on. Sick. Please take some pizza home.
And thank you guys for whoever virtually attended, and we'll have an update soon.
Thank you so much. Nice to meet you.
Thank you, Yali Madad.
Thank you, Yali Madad.
Thanks, Yali Madad.
Thank you.
Thank you, Yali Madad.